Welcome back, everybody. Welcome if you are new. Today we're in the Arca Menards here at Legacy, Charlotte. It's not the new one, it's the old one. There's no dotted lines through the corners. We got Gavin in here. And I know we got Steve in here. Hoffman, Jimmy St. John, Lewandowski. A lot of fast people still, but not as many people as normal. I thought for sure I was going to be in second split this week because there was like 140 something people that registered. So kind of shocked that we were in top split still. I know that because Larry's number one, and he's usually a pretty high car number. But definitely missing some people this week, it seems like. Maybe, like, holiday vacation, stuff like that, potentially. But with this being, like, a free track, the Legacy Charlotte, it's a lot of people registering. Gonna probably be a lot of people running this through the whole week, I would imagine. I know a lot of people can get into the 0.3s. I got like a mid-4 in practice. It's very loose running this top side, but it's the way to get a fast lap. If you want to do that, run the whole first lap up top. But I get way too loose up there. I'm just going to run like my line for both corners. Hope we get a decent time because that's how I ran my 451. I ran literally like a mid-4. But I ran the bottom both laps basically, and I got a decent time. So hopefully we can do that again here. Don't think we'll be too high in qualifying anyways. Try to push it a little bit more in the second lap. Have a little bit more speed coming to the line also. But running the top in 3 and 4 for the first lap is super fast for the second lap. Oh, it didn't stay right on the bottom like I wanted it to. But you can really get on the right rear in this car and slide it around if you need to. It gets very loose, very easy. Ran too high there as well. Probably not going to be a fast time, but that's alright. I figure we'll qualify in the back anyways. It was a 6:49, not great. Yeah, they're getting in the 3s. I figured they would. A lot of people are very fast in here, but I'm hoping I could try to save my tires in this race. I'm not very good at it, but I'm hoping we can do a decent job of that this race. We can probably do better than we did at Darlington at least, so hopefully we don't fall too far back. We're pretty far back here though. Where did Gavin run? He ran a 7. I'm imagining that's his first lap. I don't 100% know. Let's check. Oh no, that was his first lap. He might have messed up the second lap and got loose, but that's unfortunate for him. So he's gonna be starting right behind us right now, so hopefully we don't wreck together early on, but hopefully we can have a good race. 40 laps here, no cautions, and I'll bring you guys back and get ready to take the green. Alright, we fell all the way back to 16th. Only 2 people didn't qualify or smack the wall, something like that. We got Shane between Gavin and I who said good luck, so good luck to you too, Shane. Hopefully we don't all wreck together early on.
Unfortunately, you're going to be on the outside.
I think it'll be a fun race. Charlotte usually puts on some pretty good racing. But if you want to see this from Gavin's perspective, that's starting literally directly behind me. Just look up his name, Gavin Ropchan. You'll find him. Also, the other Gavin up here, you can kind of see it, Griffin 2448. Hard to see from this far back because he's going to be really far up there. He's always really fast as well, so he does some good racing. If you want to check out his perspective. I know Justin Yee's usually here, but I think he said he was like gone for a couple weeks now since the holidays and stuff, so which makes sense. So unfortunate he's not here this week. But hopefully I'm not too slow for Gavin to start off with. We got Steve to our inside as well. He ran a really good time in practice. Like the session before this, he ran into the low 3s. He must have messed up his qualifying a little bit. But yeah, great lap to Connor up front. He's the only one in the 2s.
Thank you.
Absolutely flying. I'm hoping for 40 laps here. We don't go a lap down. That's my goal. That or wreck, because this car is super loose. So hopefully we don't have to go use our fast repair or anything, because you do get one fast repair at the D class race. That's why there's no cautions as well. So good luck to everybody in the race. Hopefully we can have a good one. Probably do somewhat better than Darlington. Darlington we didn't do very well. I'm hoping we can at least. Just need to get a good start. Being on the outside is probably not the worst thing, honestly. I think you can make either lane work. I just think you need to try to save tires for the long run. 40 laps here. Usually in the Arca car, you need to save tires. That is what I'm bad at, though. So, need to work on that. But it's week 2 of the season. But I've been needing to work on tire saving forever. I'm just not great at it. Trying to get better at it though, but usually when I take it too easy, I'm putting too much on the right front rather than the right rear. So that's my problem a lot of the time. This 19 needs to catch up to the damn field though. Like, I don't know what you're doing, man. Like, he's so far off of these guys. Can we catch up here? We're one to green. We are one to green. Can you get up there? And then we're going to catch up and accordion up, basically. And it's going to screw up the start badly. Okay, we're up here. They're really waiting all the way to green. So at least we didn't get too screwed on the start there. Thought it was going to be a lot worse for us, honestly, with the way that was looking. But let's try not to get too loose too early. I'd like to get down to the bottom if I can. I can here, but we actually have a really good run on Steve. So I'm going to try to roll the outside some if possible. Try not to get too loose up here. Shane got a good run to the inside. The bump off of turn 4 is so tough to deal with, though, if you're like full throttle. Also, going into turn 1, there's a big bump here. You kind of want to let off before that bump, or you're going to get very sideways very quickly. So you got to be careful about that. Oh, Steve got hit by Shane. Me and Gavin somehow missed that. That was sketchy. I think Gavin might have gotten tapped slightly from that. Not 100% sure. But Shane definitely got into the left rear of Steve. That's unfortunate. Hate to see that. Let's see if we can try to catch the group up here. Try to hold right on the bottom. It's a pretty good turn 1, it seemed like. Pulled away from Gavin some, but he might have been a little slow from the wreck. Like checking up for it more, because I was literally like right next to him, so that was sketchy. It was right next to me, but he was like just behind me. I think he might have gotten tapped. I don't know if he got a 4X from it or not though. We got lucky that we weren't in it though. I'm happy about that. Trying to just stay on throttle a little bit through the corner. I don't know if that's killing the right side or not. It might be. I don't know if you want to be like fully off throttle and rolling, because I'm not really pushing at all. I'm not getting too loose either right now. I'm not turning the wheel too much, but also I could be using too much throttle. It could just be wearing the right front out. I'm just trying to use the banking of the corner to get down here. And then the throttle to try to keep us going. But Gavin caught us very quick there. Try to stay in front of him if we can. Get the rear end advertisement on his video. If possible.
30.952.
Gavin's a good man though. He gets a bunch of viewers and stuff. I had a bunch of you guys come from his races over here to watch, or Nick's as well that used to run these. I don't think he's running these first split Arcas this season. I think he's doing a different time slot. I'm not 100% sure what time slot he's doing. But a lot of you guys have came over from both their races, so I really appreciate that. But definitely check out their races as well, if you don't know who I'm talking about. Gavin right behind, just look up his name. That's his YouTube name. And then Nick is Nebon5, who's not here. Yeah, I'm really not sure if we're pushing the car too hard. I'm really not turning the wheel all that much, so I'm really happy about that. But I could be using up the right front more than other people if they're using the right rear more. And that's the thing I'm bad at. I'm bad at using the right rear. Need to back up 3 and 4 a little bit more, because I just pushed there. Gavin got a really good run on us. These guys are going crazy up front up here. Not up front, but like 5 cars ahead. They are going absolutely nuts. This lane up was a little slicker. A little looser there. As soon as I got on throttle, it started getting loose. And Gavin did a little bit of more spec map to the rear of his car, so it doesn't look as like brownish as it did last week. It's a little bit more gold. People are getting very loose in front of us. I'm seeing multiple smokes from rear tires and stuff, people getting loose.
1.364.
But I like my turn 1 and 2 right now. I feel really good there. 3 and 4, I need to back it up slightly, I think. Oh, I thought people were about to wreck there on backstretch. But yeah, there's Gavin's YouTube. It's on the back of his car. It's also just his name. So if you look up his name, you'll find it pretty easily. He does some real life racing as well, but I don't think he hasn't done real life racing in a little bit. I think he took this past season off. So I've never really seen him do any real life racing because he hasn't done any since I've really known him. But he's on like the other side of the United States for me, so it'd be hard to meet up with him. I want to one day. Because he's over in like Oregon. I'm in Florida, literally the polar opposites from each other in the United States. A decent 3 and 4. I was a little high, but I felt like I used a little bit more of the right rear than I did the right front. On exit, at least.
1.253.
Try not to run him over on entry. I don't know if he's using any brake or not at this point. I'm still trying not to. I'm trying to roll into it a little bit. Turned in too early there. Oh, but I'm loose. I got on throttle way too much too early. I need to catch back up to him though, because there's a pack behind me, but we had a decent gap on them, so I don't want to fall back to that pack. And I wanted to be close enough to him if he started making a move on the cars in front of him, but he got the apron a little bit there. Screwed up that corner. He was a little bit loose. Nice steady turn. I didn't turn in enough though. Tried to use the throttle to rotate it. It wasn't awful, but I definitely lost some in the corner. It's getting a little spread out up in front of us though. Not too bad, but a little bit here and there. Okay, I probably need to start using a little bit of brake. Get the car down there and rotate it enough. Because it is getting a little tight on us. We're 13 laps in though. A little bit of brake on entry. Try to get it down here. But might have used too much. Kenneth is starting to catch us from behind though.
31.44.
I think I'm still right where we've started so far. I think we started 16th. Okay, that was a little bit too much turning in the wheel. Didn't get it rotated enough or something. Because when I'm getting on throttle, I don't want to keep turning the wheel left to get it to turn. That's when you're going to kill the right front. Because like I understand how to save tires, I'm just bad at executing it is my problem. Because like the people that could drive it off the right rear, the guys that are really fast, like Justin Yee, Larry up front, Lewandowski, they're very, very good at it at like almost every track. And it's so tough to do. Like just on the edge of wrecking, but they have so much control in it. It's so hard to do. I hate feeling out of control, but I like a loose setup more than the tight one. Because a tight one, I'll just absolutely kill the right front more than I already will anyways on a loose set. Because this is like somewhat of a loose set, I would say. That was a good 1 and 2. I got a hell of a run there. I don't have enough to dive it inside. That'd just be way too late down the back stretch to do. Decent 3 and 4 there. I wasn't turning it too much. I'm just hoping this is a week that we can start actually moving forward towards the end of one of these races instead of falling back. There's been a couple races where I've been pretty decent at saving tires and they actually go pretty well for us. But it's very tough to do, especially in this top split. The first split of Arca in the week. Everybody's so good in here all the time. Like, you can see what car number I am. I'm car number 17, and I'm like 3,100 iRating. So it's crazy on the strength of field every week in this class.
31.736.
But it seems kind of tough to make a pass. You definitely want to make it on the inside, I think. Can't bump draft. If I could bump draft, I would have given Gavin a little bump there. Try to help him down the backstretch. I just don't have enough of a run that I need. This guy on the top probably has killed his tires, it seems like. Number 19. Cameron with a K. Oh yeah, we started right behind him, the Tennessee car. We started straight behind him. Okay, I'm happy like my wheel, I'm not constantly turning it left down the exit of these corners right now. I feel good about that. Too high that time, but able to use the gas to rotate it. But I definitely was way too high through that corner. Drove it in too hard in 3 and 4. Kenneth definitely has some more speed than me right now. He's looking to the inside, but he doesn't have the speed off of turn 2. Cameron here. I'm trying not to push up into him.
Still out there.
We're going to be 3 wide, aren't we?
2 wide outside.
He was trying to make it 3 wide, but there wasn't that much room to make it 3 wide.
Still out there. 20 laps to go. This time by.
Okay, we didn't have as hard of a problem with Cameron. He was coming down on Kenneth though. He was about to wreck with him through 1 and 2. He was trying to pull down behind me. Much better 3 and 4. Actually hitting my line there. So we're up to 15th. Okay, we made a spot. I'm happy about that. Let's see if we try to catch back up to Gavin and have a race with him here. Trying to get right down on this white line without hitting the apron. I got a little loose there for sure, but it wasn't too bad. Kenneth behind me is very quick though, it seems. He seems to be quicker than us. Definitely pushed that corner a little bit too much. Overdrove it.
32.067.
Okay, I feel like I'm definitely overdriving these corners at this point. Like this late in the race, I'm driving it in too deep. Is he gonna dive it? Yeah, he is.
Clear, clear, clear. Inside.
Is he gonna get tight though is the thing.
Clear low.
Because I think we'll have the run off the corner. He kind of got tight. He had to let off a little bit.
32.192.
Let off a little bit earlier. Try to get down to the bottom. That was definitely a better 1 and 2 there. I like that. Caught Gavin a little bit, it seemed. Just visually, it looked like I got to his more towards his bumper there. He's running a slightly higher lane. I feel like the bottom might work a little better. He definitely is getting a little bit more of a run down the stretch, but I might be catching him more than he's pulling.
32.127.
Usually at this point in the race, I'm nowhere near Gavin. I don't know if he's worn out his tires at all or what's happened with him. Maybe I've saved my tires decent this race compared to him. Oh, look at that run. Trying to get to his inside, not going to work there. I'm not going to wreck him though.
05.
Give him a little scare. Oh yeah, we definitely have a run on him in the middle of that corner. He'll give me the outside, I'll take it. I'll take the outside. He went in real deep. He's gonna be slow on exit. Oh my. Car behind me like bounced up in the air.
Inside.
If I could pass him on the outside, that'd be badass.
Still inside. 32.
That'd be so cool.
8. Still inside.
Oh, let's go.
Still inside.
Look at the run. We might have saved our tires a little bit better than him in this one.
Still there, your door.
Just trying to roll this top the best we can.
Still there.
Oh, what a race we're having.
32.3.
I might actually beat Gavin in a race for once. It's not often, but I may. Oh, he had a good run there through 1 and 2. I think he had his car rotated enough in that one. We still get the run down the backstretch, though.
Still there, door.
It's top lane. I don't have to get as much on the brake. Oh, we were sideways. That was scary.
Clear.
He's got people battling him from behind.
Side, at your door, clear inside.
Oh, we passed them. Should clear him off of 2 here. Nice. Let's go. I'm shocked we got that pass made on the outside. That was freaking awesome. Let's see if we could try to get back down to the bottom and pull away. If possible. Get him to hold up the other guys. But we got up to 14th. Let's go. I'm happy about that just because it was a good race with Gavin there. That was a good battle, but we might not be over yet. He may come back at the end of this one. I just have to not drive it too easy. Sometimes I do that. Where I think I'm gonna drive it too hard, and then I drive it way like I underdrive it, and then I'm just slow as well. But we're driving decent right now. I'm happy about it. We're doing very well.
32.281.
We've gained 2 spots since the start. It was a hell of a battle there, side by side with Gavin. I can't believe I made the pass on the outside. See if we could try to catch up to Kale and Stevie up there at all. I don't know if we'll be able to. 2.5 seconds and 9-10 laps. That's gonna be a really tough feat. But other than Shane and Steve getting together, there really hasn't been anything going on. Oh, Gavin's getting fought from behind now. I think he might have pushed in that corner. I saw him go up the track.
32.225.
But I'm interested to see people's tire wear after this race, because usually mine isn't like embarrassing bad. But this time it may not be as bad. It may be kind of on par with theirs. .7 ahead of them behind me. They're battling. They're in a freaking hornet's nest back there. Oh my. Oh god, don't do that to me. About destroyed myself there. I was sideways off of turn 4. Don't know how I didn't like lose any time to them behind me. That's crazy. But I just have to not underdrive it or wreck, and I could finish right here just fine. Because they're in a battle. Oh, Gavin's falling back. No. That's unfortunate. He may have burnt off his tires some earlier on. That's unfortunate to see. I'm happy me and him had a pretty good battle there for like 5 laps. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. The 11 car is starting to fall back. I don't know if he really burnt off his tires or not. Potentially. Oh, they're blocking all the way down to the inside on the backstretch here. There may be a wreck before the end of this, if people keep that up. But we're driving pretty well. I'm very happy with how I'm doing. The 14 of Matthew's starting to catch me, though. He is running me down a little bit, 10th by 10th. Other than that, we're running away from the guys behind him. Which, that's good to see. I may be burning off my right front now. I'm turning in way too early for those corners. Trying to use the throttle to rotate the car and keep up the momentum in this middle lane. Is he going to catch us another 10th there? Still at 0.6 for that whole lap. Okay. Might be able to hold him off.
5 laps to go right now.
We are catching these guys in front of us. They are battling pretty hard. They're only 2 seconds ahead now. If something happens to them towards the end of this race, we may get some spots. Everybody's fighting pretty hard up here in this pack. He's down to 0.5 behind us. I'm hoping somebody wrecks up here. They're battling hard, so I would not be surprised. I wouldn't be shocked one bit. Yeah, I'm really not turning the wheel all that much. It's not too bad, but he's only 0.4 behind me. He's definitely saved his tires a little bit better. He's running really well, but I just don't know if he has enough time. He might. Catching and passing are completely different, but when I screw up like this corner, he's going to catch us even more. Might get a good run off the corner, but not really. My leg itches. He's catching us like a 10th a lap right now. Too shallow. Yeah, he is catching us. Oh, somebody sideways. Who is that? The 5 car of Trey. I don't recognize that name. Trey Ryan. Don't recognize that name. 2 first names. Feel like I'd recognize that. He ran slightly higher, getting a good run on exit. Oh, he is very fast here. I'll give him the outside if that's what he wants.
32.578 outside.
That's how I got by Gavin. Oh, I'm sorry. I pushed up there. I was trying not to. That shallow entry is so easy to push up on. I don't want to wreck him. He's having a good race. Like, he's flying up here at the end. I've probably burned off my stuff after battling with Gavin, because I was pushing it pretty hard on that outside lane.
White flag left, my man.
But luckily, we started pulling away from that group. Gavin started getting a little bit of spots back. He's up to 17th, battling with 16th up there, or back there. Hopefully he can get 16th. And I'm hoping that there's a wreck up here, because everybody's battling really hard. There's people all the way up by the wall up there, I see. They're spreading all sorts of ways in the corner.
Good race, good win, Larry.
Larry wins it. He's very good at mile and a half, so I'm not surprised by that.
Front, guys. That was real fun.
What was the battle up front? Oh, yeah, there was like 3 of them right on top of each other, but hell, we got 15th. I'll take it.
Felt like I threw that one away by not being
Gavin got
aggressive enough clearing
16th?
you.
Did he get 16th? Yeah, Gavin got 16th. Nice.
Thanks to 16 for that, guys.
That was a hell of a battle.
Good one, Larry. Good race.
No, Gavin, come back.
I mean, I don't get why we're blocking so dead last back here. This season. The entire race is like that.
That was a fun battle, though.
I
We
don't know
had
why
some
I
good
got
racing.
punted,
No, Gavin, where you going? You're like just breaking. Damn it. I wanted to rev next to him. That was fun race. I have to go back and watch some of that because that was good. What happened behind me, though, with Gavin? What happened there? 62, 70,
Yeah, Larry,
70, 78. Okay, not too bad.
I knew that you were going to be coming.
My rear, see, I don't wear out the rear tires enough is my problem.
And I could smell the blood in the water.
I don't wear out the rear tires as much as I should. My right front was pretty good on this one. I'm happy about that. 62, 78. Oh my. All right, let's go back, see what happened here, because I know he was battling with
I had him clear once, so I wasn't going to be the
oh,
dick
did
that goes
did
down
Gavin
and
get in
block.
him, or the guy was blocking it? He goes high, dives below him. Oh, he barely bumped him. Yeah, Gavin did the bump and run. Did the guy lose it, though? Oh, and then he got hit again. Okay. Oh, and Stevie got another wreck. That's unfortunate. Yeah, Gavin gave him the old bump and run for sure. It wasn't dirty. Like, these cars, he didn't wreck them. It was just the tiniest of bumps. Just barely. And these cars cannot take a bump at all, so that happens. But I want to go back to the very beginning where Steve and Shane wrecked right on the inside of us. Was it right there? No. That was that after? I think that was after. No? Yeah, that was after. I think it was lap 2. Yeah, it was literally lap 2. I don't know why I didn't show it, but I'm right here in the 17. Gavin's right behind me on the outside, I'm pretty sure. I think it was in 3 and 4, I want to say. Because Gavin was right behind me there in the 16 car. And Shane just got into the left rear of Steve. I don't think Steve was expecting him to dive it in or anything, but oh my, that was so close. Oh yeah, Gavin missed it just by a hair. Just by a hair. Oh wow, he scraped him. You saw the tiniest scrape? You saw the tiniest of scrapes there? Right there. You could barely see the sparks plot coming off. That was tight. But I think that they saved it somewhat and they just kept going. That was scary, though. That was super scary. They keep it going straight. Shane almost losing it on the apron. The apron's very loose, trying to keep it off of that. But they keep on going. What were the rest of the incidents through the race? This is where that guy got into Steve. Steve goes for a slide. And then the last lap with Gavin. That was literally all the incidents. Wow. I want to go back and see some of the battle Gavin and I had. I think it was around lap 25 or so. Where was it? Because I was catching him pretty quick. I think right there is where I tried to go inside, but I wasn't going to go inside because he was blocking it. Just giving him a little bit of pressure on his inside there. But then we got a hell of a run to his outside, I think, off of this corner. I went high, got a good run off low, and we just had a good old battle here for a couple laps. I just want to see the race in here between us because that was fun. That's not a very good camera. This is a much better camera, but we were side by side for a few laps. I'm shocked I made that work on the outside also. Like, that was super tight. But that was so much fun there with him. We kept it clean. I didn't pinch him down too hard, I don't think, but he didn't really come up either. Like, he gave me room, I gave him room. He got into the corner pretty easy. Like, I could have been pinching him much lower there, but I don't really do that much. And plus, it was like mid-race. There's no point in that and like potentially wrecking middle of the race. It's literally lap 27 going on 28 at this point. So I give a decent amount of room normally. And then at the very end, when Matthew was getting by me, that yellow car right in the back of that pack right there got by me. He saved his tires pretty well. But what a battle we had here. That was so much fun. I just can't believe I passed him on the outside. I really didn't know if that was going to work. This is probably where I wore out most of my right front also. Was running this outside lane. I got a little loose there too. That was sketchy. Definitely got a little loose. The 13 almost bumped into the back of Gavin. That would have ruined him. And then I think we pretty much cleared him there, but I gave him the inside just so he wouldn't get ran into, because you never know. I don't like making last second moves. We cleared him on the backstretch and then just kind of pulled away slightly from there. And that was a fun race though. That was a lot of fun. So good race overall. It was a pretty clean race besides what happened in the very beginning, but we finished 15th. We started 16th. We were car 17. Probably still going to lose a little bit of iRating because we were back here in the pack. So let's go see what we end up getting out of this strong field. All right, results are in. Gained some safety because we had a 0x. Did lose 11 iRating. Not too bad, though. So strength of field was almost 4K. That was a really high strength of field. There was how many splits? There's 7 different splits. A ton of people registered for this overall. So we had almost a 4K split. That is crazy. And we definitely were missing some really high iRating guys, too. So we were car number 17. Lost the 11. Gavin lost 24. Hey, my favorite number. We were almost under 3,100, though. Almost dropped below that. Hopefully later in the week when we do Xfinity, and they're at, where are they at? They're at the New Texas. That's going to be interesting to do. So I don't really like the New Texas as much, but overall it would be okay. It'll be better than Darlington, hopefully. So hopefully we can gain some iRating back so we don't almost miss it in this split, because we were a pretty low car number 17 out of, I want to say 21. Yeah, 21 was the lowest number down here, but overall, really, really clean race. How many incidents were there through the whole field? 4, and that was just like the guys in the very back wrecking on the last lap. That was pretty much it. Everybody else just barely bumped each other, and it was a 0x. Like, that very tiny bump Gavin gave to Cameron there at the very end. Like, Cameron's gonna be mad about that for sure. I would be too, because you can't bump in these, but it happens. It was the tiniest bump and run. He didn't wreck him, but he got wrecked after that, unfortunately. So it was a very fun race. Happy me and Gavin had a real tight race there. We had our own little battle in the race, had our own fun basically. So appreciate you guys for watching as always. Now catch you guys in the next one.